Dear students, in this video we will discuss about directive principle of state policy. Directive principle of state policies. Here directive principles are the guideline or principle given to central and state government of India to be kept in mind while framing law and policies. So this directive principle, what is directive principle of state policy? So the directive principle of state policy, they are the guideline or principles given by the central and state government of India to be kept in mind while framing of law and principle. The principles have been inspired by the directive principles given in the Constitution of Finland related to social justice, economic welfare, foreign policy, and legal and administrative matters. So they are the guideline, they give us or they guide us to, we can say that, learn about the law and rule. So directive principle of state have been incorporated in the chapter 4th of the Constitution. The objective of the directive principle of state policy is to guide the present and future. So the aim of this policy is to guide the present and future. Center and state government in the policy making in various policy related field. So this policy guide the present and future center and state government in policy making. The main objective of this principle is to see that any political, social, and economic justice should be available to all. Such a social structure should be established. For the fulfillment of the objective and aim of the state, the principle serves as guideline. So here we can say that the main objective of the principle is to see that the political, social, and economic justice should be available to all. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar stated that to rule the regime, this principle are the foundations. So, for any government, this principle serves the foundation. It means an attempt to establish political democracy in our constitution. So it attempts to establish political democracy in our constitution. Political democracy is incomplete without social and economic democracy. Yes, so without getting social and economic democracy, without developing socially and economically, we cannot develop politically. So first, social and economic democracy is necessary to create political democracy. For proper administration of the state, these principles are channelized. This principle incorporates such rights as are required for the overall development of mankind. So this principle incorporated such rights as are required for the overall development of mankind. So there are various type of principles. Directive principles are divided into various sections.